I feel like everyone is trying out this new Becca powder. I recently hauled this Becca powder. It's their Hydra-Mist Set and Refresh powder, and it's blown up all over social media, YouTube, everywhere. At least it feels like it to me. This little guy runs for $38. You can find it at Ulta and Sephora. When I looked on the website today, it said it was sold out at Sephora, but it was still available at Ulta. So just keep an eye out on both places if you see one has it in stock where the other one doesn't. So I tried this powder for the first time today. It's a powder that's meant to set your makeup, refresh your face. I will give you details, but I wanted to let you know that I will be doing a check-in at the end of the day, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And while we're here, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe if you haven't already, if you like my content, and turn on your notification bell down below so that you don't miss any of my videos, because sometimes if you don't have the bell on, you may miss a video. The best way I can describe this is it's a setting spray in a powder version. That's what it is. It's a setting spray powder. If you don't know what a setting spray is, it's something like this. This one is a setting spray from Too Faced, and it comes in a bottle. You spray it on your face after you finish your makeup, and it helps refresh your makeup, keep it in place, kind of absorb any of that excess, ow, I just pinched my finger, absorb any of that excess powder and extend wear time, yada yada. So that's what a makeup setting spray does, and a makeup setting powder is a similar concept, but this one is 50% water and glycerin, so it's very unique compared to other setting powders. On the Sephora and Ulta website, they describe it as a weightless powder that sets and refreshes makeup for a silky smooth invisible finish. Formulated with 50% water and glycerin, like I said, this powder creates a mist-like sensation on the skin for a seamless finish and comfortable feel. Ultra-fine, light-reflecting powders float over the skin to smooth and blur the look of fine lines and imperfection. Reapply as needed to keep makeup looking fresh throughout the day. As you just saw, this is what the packaging looks like, the inside. It's super cool. I love how this packaging is designed. It has a little note on here, keep me closed to keep me cool. Something I found cool about this powder is you don't have to tip it, put it in a lid, swirl it with your brush, and then apply it as a setting powder. That way you can just take your brush and press it into that mesh on the top. While I talk about this powder a bit, I will show you some footage of me applying the product. Becca has other products that are known to be sort of light reflecting and make your skin look really hydrated and glowing, so I think this is along the same lines, but may also be a good way for people with oily skin or more normal skin to enjoy a beautiful hydrated looking finish without their oils peeking through. I'm personally more normal to dry skin, so we'll see how it settles on my face, but as of right now, it's looking pretty good. I was really surprised at how it felt when I first applied it. It really does feel like you're kind of misting water onto your face, but it's only when you initially press it onto the skin. So you're going to get that initial cool feeling. Then as you sweep the powder over the rest of your face, you're not going to feel that instant cooling as much as you do when you first place the product. I do like the finish on my skin. It didn't make my skin look really chalky and even more white than I already am. So far, it hasn't really settled into lines as much as I can see. I can use this as a little mirror, which is awesome. Around my nose looks pretty good, but I do have a cold, as you may be able to tell. I'm still filming. So around my nose probably won't make it through the end of the day. But the rest of my face looks good. It doesn't look like it's settled too much into my under eyes. I don't think it's the best powder for under my eyes, but it doesn't look bad. I don't see too much blurring, but I don't see any little itty bitty sparkles on my face. I feel like it looks really natural. I look natural but hydrated, which goes to what this product is supposed to do. On the box it says it's good for 6 months, which isn't a really long time for makeup, but it does come with only 0.35 ounces, so you're not getting a ton of powder, you're not getting a full ounce. but I think that this spread out pretty well and I didn't need to use much. I would work in sections on my face to one area, then another, and move on, and I felt like I didn't use up a lot of powder. I felt like it spread out really nicely. It says it is ideal for all skin tones, so open for everybody to use, which I'm really excited about. I'm wearing Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation today as reference, so that is what it is sitting on top of, plus my bronzer and blush and all those things. So very quickly, I'll just kind of recap before I come back with my check-in later. It does feel very cooling when you first apply it. The packaging is nice. It blends out pretty nicely. I don't see too much blurring on my skin, but it does look like a natural finish. A little bit seems to go a long way, which is good because it is a higher price point product with not a lot of product in it. My nose is very stuffy, but from what I can tell, it doesn't have much of a scent to it, which is really nice. So you've already seen an up close of my face with the powder on, so I will do another up close view when I come back for my check-in. And let me know your thoughts on the powder in the comments down below. Have you tried it? What do you like about it? I'll give you more thoughts when I come back, but so far so good. I am enjoying it. Not so much for under my eyes, but on the rest of my face, I'm liking it. It's not bad under the eyes, but it's, you know, not my favorite. Okay, I need to stop gabbing, and I will be back later. Hey guys, so I'm back to do a check-in on the powder, see how it's sitting on my face. It's the end of the day. I've been wearing my makeup probably about 6.5 hours now. I know that's not a super long time, but I really want to take a shower and get this off. So, not because the product's bad, but because I'm sick and I want to get in bed. So as you can see, the powder has definitely worn away around my nose, but that is probably because of me blowing my nose all day. It's didn't hold up against the tissues. Not many foundations and powders do though, so I'm not gonna judge it too hard on that. The rest of my makeup's still looking pretty much how it would after that amount of time. I will say it looks maybe a little drier, maybe a little more powdery, but I didn't use a setting spray. I think you wouldn't or shouldn't have to if you're using this type of powder, so maybe using it throughout the day would be a fix for that. My skin still feels pretty good to the touch. It doesn't feel super dry. It doesn't feel powdery, even though it looks a little powdery. I would say that the formula of the powder still feels lightweight on the skin. It's not heavy, even after a pretty long amount of time. You guys can make your judgments, but I think it looks pretty good. I'll have to play around with it some more, see how it affects different foundations and different types of makeup, but so far so good. This isn't a product where I try it and I immediately want to return it. I think this has a lot of potential to be good, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks on my skin at the end of the day, especially with me being sick and touching my nose, rubbing my nose. It's really not too bad. I do still have foundation on this portion of my nose. So those are my final thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this review and demo of the new Becca powder. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much again, and as always, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.